Hi, Cancers. Happy Earth Day to you. I hope you're having an amazing season. I wish nothing but prosperity and love and abundance over you. So, this is Luciani. I'll be doing a July general tarot reading for you. Thank you guys so much for coming to this channel. If you love it, like it, please subscribe. Click the like button. If you're new here, welcome. This is for your Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you have Venus and Mars in Cancer, any other placements in Cancer, this information can be taken from the link I have below. It's called cafeastrology.com. And you can find all of those planet placements there. It's a very beginner, user-friendly type of website that I like. So as I was meditating on your energy for the month of July, I just feel this big emphasis on finances. Anything that feels like it's speculating, any bad investments that we don't want to take on. I'm feeling like not poverty, but something that just feels like poverty. That could be an emotional poverty, people surrounding us that feels like it's taken away from what we can manifest and of that nature. We're just feeling like really stuck, and we're really transforming out of that in July. It's like no more. I'm giving this no more because it feels like some of you guys feel like maybe some blessings are being blocked financially just because some people you hang around with that just aren't ambitious or something of that nature, or this is just something that we might be internalizing. So let's get right into our energies here for Cancers. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Thank you, Spirit, for your internal energy. Please show me Cancer's messages for July. They already talking. So you have the Empress that came back out, which was in your pre-shuffle. I see some big power plays that you guys want to do. I do feel like you guys are ready for some power plays. Two more messages for Cancers. Yeah. You guys are definitely heavily and like something about finances is here. There's this level of, if you guys are in marriages, you guys are like, some Cancers, this is only applying for some here, there's a big emphasis on divorce, just leaving a relationship, leaving a job that feels like a foundation. You guys are leaving because you're unhappy there. It doesn't feel like it's yielding the success that you believe that is required to live a healthy life. And you guys have the strength here as your spirit advice, stating, having the courage to do these things. It's like you subconsciously know what you have to do to restore balance. And there's this level of needing to be emotionally stable as well as logically stable. A lot of you embody this energy. You already innately know what grounds you, what keeps you balanced, what keeps you really in a state of clarity. Also, with that Queen of Swords, you guys could be definitely looking to cut someone off. There's something quick-witted about you too. I do see there is an energy where some Cancers, this could be widow energy here, and it could be really feeling very heavy for this month. So I apologize, and much love and everything that that is me, if that's one experience that someone may be going through, because it is a difficult moment to go through, and it's kind of leaving us kind of like what to do. For other Cancers, this is just you leaving a whole situation behind, whether it's a financial situation, whether it's a project that really, again, has a lot to do with the fact that you feel like you have to have your guard up. There's this emphasis on needing to remain defensive at this time because there's a lot of inconsistencies here. And if this is a relationship, it's just someone just doesn't hold up their share, their bargain, their weight. You know, it's just super obtusely one-sided that the one person is doing absolutely everything, going to work, taking care of the kids, taking out the trash, doing everything on their own, and they have an entire other partner. And I'm feeling like it's time to just get rid of them. This is just the energy saying, you know, you might just had it up to here with this Five of Pentacles. I have had it up to here. I'm tired of feeling abandoned, where I'm supposed to have somebody here with me. Others of I see another message where there's nothing wrong with the marriage. There's nothing wrong with the connection. It's just you guys are hitting hard times. And there's a lot of inconsistencies here. You both just have to kind of like keep the strength, keep balance restored, finding the strength. Because even though this might be like a really weird time in the month of July, there's this sense of you always have each other, even though things just don't seem too bright or too grim, or not too grim, but too harmonious or of that nature here. There is a level of self-sabotaging and self-deception here. So for some Cancers, this can apply where someone just doesn't know how to enlighten their spirit. I'm feeling someone just is stuck in their ways with the Judgment card here in the reverse. Someone needs to really understand how to, I guess, see, like, I say discernment, creating discernment, not seeing the discernment in something. And again, with this Five of like Pentacles in the reverse, some of you guys are getting a great new opportunity. There's a truth that comes in. It could be something that's being found out, or you're just using your intuition to kind of like turn this around. Anything that felt rejected actually turns into this amazing new opportunity. And that's what I saw in that meditation. Like, it's just anything that just feels like you have to speculate, anything that feels like a bad investment, a terrible, like someone blocking our blessings, essentially. It's kind of like you at that moment where it's just, I'm done. And if this is you feeling like you're being rejected, this actually is a good thing, even though that doesn't make sense right now because I feel like there's a heavy influence of loss. But there's this new beautiful opportunity that's coming in that's actually really beautiful. Yeah, like, again, there's just some sort of loss that occurred here. Some sort of loss here that have occurred, and it's kind of like this loss really helps us, aligns us to something very much so new. But for some Cancers, I'm really feeling like that, yeah, the strength coming out twice. So there's a big influence on Leo energy here. Also, I see Venus energy with the Empress, so that could be Taurus and Libra. And also I see the Emperor here, so we've had Aries energy. But it doesn't matter. For the most part, someone needs to really understand their power and choices of words and thoughts, because it's like they're creating some sort of inconsistency in their life just due to the fact that they're prone to feeling so down, or they don't watch their words. Someone just doesn't know how to properly communicate, and it leaves people offended, or someone is just such an asshole or condescending or whatever the case is, and they're just not understanding the consequences for the words that they speak out their mouth. And it has a lot to do with the fact that they're innately just unhappy. They're just like, they take joy in making somebody else feel like shit because they think that that's the way to make themselves happy, and it never does. It actually creates more strife in their life. So that's kind of like an energy I see around you guys, that you're like, I gotta step off them, or this is just a spirit this is something that we might be internalizing, and you're still looking at yourself. Some of you guys are taking like man in the mirror, like Michael Jackson, man in the mirror, really seeing some things that really stagnated you, like on a very deep level, and you're taking the courage to really see what's holding you back. You see that sometimes the things that we might say, I see Knight of Swords in the reverse here, certain things that we're saying and our perceptions are leaving us kind of at a loss here. Or this is just somebody that you're dealing with. Because there is a big influence on separation for sure. Some sort of separation. Some of you guys are looking to just move away from everybody. I also see that too. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles is out here again. You guys leave somebody out in the cold, or somebody just feels left in the cold. And again, if this is something that you're battling with just due to a certain loss or death, that's hard. I really feel like that's a heavy energy right now, and words can't even express what you might even be going through. For some of you guys, you know, it's like you want to leave a situation, but you feel dependent on them. And it's like, it's very hard to get away from something that you really do want to separate yourself from. Again, this could be a love relationship, a partnership. I do see a commitment. So this could be someone who's married. I also see a big influence on wanting to leave, but not willing to leave. They're just not, they just feel imprisoned. And because of this imprisonment, this, where we just don't want to just come out of this with something that needs to happen that's not happening, it's kind of blocking our blessings. Like, there's the truth of the matter. There's this interest in truth, and the truth of the matter is that someone is creating this like real effed up behavior. Some of you guys are dealing with an unruling child. Their mouth is absolutely ridiculous, and it's like, I don't know how to control this little kid. Sorry. Some kids is crazy. I love kids, it's my babies. But some of you guys, you could also feel like you're just unprepared to leave this situation. You're unprepared, but that's the truth. The truth is you just feel unprepared to leave, knowing that this is just not healthy. Someone's just emotionally immature. Someone refuses to grow up. Subconsciously, you're very aware with the Hangman and with the Queen of Swords. You're super aware. You're like intuitive, but to the next level. There is this need to just kind of get away, and some of you guys just are looking to something higher than you at this point, just to create balance, such as religion, whatever religion you are, spiritual practice that you practice, whatever the case is. You guys are just looking to just take a pause in life, just to kind of rebalance yourself from all of these energies. I just feel like you guys went through so much loss right now, and there's so much going on at the same time that it's just very advisable to just, again, with the Strength card here, you guys have the courage, because I see the Strength here as the point of reference. You have the courage. There's a lot of courage and spiritual love that you guys have. There is just this level of what makes sense for you to feel safe. And whatever that question entails, doesn't matter what no one feels. Whatever makes you feel safe inside is what you have to have the courage to do at this point. because there's a lot of different energies here, and I feel like some Cancers are dealing with a lot of different issues, such as financial issues, uh, just death energies. I see separations of jobs and employments and unruly children that's just taking you haywire, and just so many different things here. This is the very first reading, and I saw so much, but there's so many things that you guys are just dealing with. It's like, I feel like some Cancers are like, where do I put my attention to first? Where? And, I just feel like Spirit is just saying, like, yo, do what feels safe. Whatever feels safe, whatever feels like you don't have to doubt, you don't have to speculate. It's things of that nature. Finding the courage to actually go in that direction with love is very important at this particular time. So let me pull some crystal messages here. Okay, we have two. So we have music. I love, love, love this energy. This is a really great way to just kind of connect back. And this is communication. So yeah, someone has some communication issues for sure. Some of you guys are in deep, deep, deep healing. You guys are really going through some really shadow energies right at this particular point, because you guys are transforming. And it's beautiful. You guys are transforming into something very, very powerful. And it's like you have to go through all of these different experiences to like kind of understand why this is happening. With music, oh my God, like some of you guys love dancing, loving music. Just listening to music actually brings a lot of healing. I don't know if some of you guys could be dancers, literally going into choreography or yoga or pole dancing or hip hop dance, sound engineers, performing artists, anything that really, like, some sort of energy here just helps you keep your energy in balance. It helps, it heals, because someone's communication levels is just at a very low state, and it's like taxing on your energy. You're just like, oh my God, there's no way I could talk to you. Every time I talk to you, it's like destroying of the family happy life we have, or the investments that we already put in this project, or someone is just one tracked minded, and it's kind of like at this point you're just very aware that they might be slowing you up with this Ace of Wands in the reverse, in the World here in the reverse. Something's not being learned. Someone is extremely stubborn, and that's really kind of like hindering their passions. Their lack of passion is, they're not really creating a lot of passion because they're just extremely stubborn and unhappy, and that's kind of like a form of self-sabotaging them. And it's like, if they just really go into what they are passionate about, maybe some of you guys are like life coaches, or whatever you communicate actually is healing to others. We just have to go through a process to know like what's more passionate for us, and what is it that we want to move our lives into. So let me pull a sacred geometry card as our advice to wrap this up. Thank you again so much for coming to this channel. Okay, we have a miracle here, 33. Wow. It says the frequency of the frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Wow, Cancer, that is absolutely beautiful. And 33, miracles happen. I know right now it doesn't feel like a time to feel like that, but it's something greater here that's emerging through all of these things and experiences here. And it's trying to allow us to know, like, ask ourselves, do we believe in miracles? Have we experienced anything that was miraculous? What miracles do we want to happen in our life? What are we doing to make them happen? So it's kind of like, do we realize that life is full of miracles, including every child that's born, every breath that we take, every flower that blooms? Can we think of 5 miracles that we experience every day? Kind of like reprogramming the mind, essentially, here. So that could really help with anything that's really tumultuous and just a lot of different things here.